Just for the show. Taking a break from all this craziness in the world. Hello, everybody. Hello out there. I hadn't seen you. I miss you. It's been crazy these past couple of weeks. Last week, tried to get a show in, but just couldn't get off work in time. So I'm going to teach Marcus how to do the show by himself. All he got to do is hit the live button and get to talking. And I can just chime in, jump in, you know what I mean? But he loved looking at my beautiful graphics. So, you know, he prefers to have me here during the week. His only graphic is that Roll Tide, Roll Tide.
And I stay true.
Yes, sir. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But hey, you know how we do it. The Bama.
We off this week, so
yeah, we off, man. I just said that's the only thing I'm gonna do. That's a homerism today. That's not gonna make people too mad. Georgia, y'all got 13 cents I can borrow. Just keep a 1 cent. I know y'all got it. I know y'all got it. I know y'all got it. That was a disappointing performance, Georgia. You're going backwards, not forward, not forward. Please, Georgia.
They don't have enough, man. They don't have enough.
Get better. They don't have enough. They don't have enough. So last week we missed out on some, you know, congratulatory things, just to start the show moving. These guys here, they won the world championship. Hey, I like to cheer for the people that beat me. So they beat the Braves. Braves lost in, of course, the Atlanta way. Abominable.
Right.
Abominable.
But you know, the Dodgers did well, man. They showed up when they had to. The only part I guess I didn't like about it was how he rolled out with COVID-19. Turner, I think it was, coming back out on the field celebrating while and I understand he was excited, man. But people need to understand COVID is real. You know,
yeah, man. He didn't care at that time. Yeah. Either he got up into the emotions. I'm sure he had to play it in his head, like, man, it's a once in a lifetime experience. And he made the dumb decision. I guess when he looked back at it the next day, he's like, man, I could at least kept my mask on, or, put his face shield plus the mask. But he got caught up in it. I give him a pass on that one. I give him a pass on that. But hey, if he got one of the older coaches like Dave Johnson sick, that would have been a story. But congratulations to the Dodgers. Jorge, I know you sneak in and watch us sometime. Jorge's from East LA, bro. And he's a Dodger fan. I guess he's a Laker fan too, and I don't know if he's a Raiders fan because he might have been living there.
LA on fire right now, man. We got
they got all the titles. They got all the titles. I saw that after they won, I want to say Cody Bellinger called Jared Goff, said, "You know what to do." Do what?
Hey.
Do what? Do what? I mean, come on, man. Y'all can't beat the Miami Dolphins, man. Come on.
Hey, he would have did better calling Herbert.
Man, who you telling, man? They need to adopt Herbert better. Yeah, you're right. Herbert, that should have been a better option. But they still all roads go through Tampa Bay and LAC Kansas City. So, hey, we're gonna see how it goes. So shout out to the Dodgers for winning. I gave that beautiful scene. I actually stood on a hill. I want to say it was called like some kind of park, Olympic Park or something. One of them California folks, friends can tell me. But you can look down into the stadium. I want to say I was over to the left, but I was up on a hill, so you could see the city and you could see Dodger Stadium. I didn't even know that's what it was. Me and KJ were out there. And it was a pretty nice view. We got a picture where he was standing with his hands out like Twism, the world is mine. No, it's not. So congratulations to those guys. Marcus's favorite, pastime other than, the traditional sports. We had a pretty big fight last week. Gervonta Davis fighting Santa Cruz. Marcus probably got to see that. I had to work all weekend, so he's going to give us a little skinny on that. What do you think about the fight, man? Was it a sneak punch, or it was just skill versus he left it open for him?
Man, first of all, let me just say that the undercards were very dynamic. We had a first-round knockout, a third-round knockout, and a sixth-round knockout. So, you got to see some classic boxing, man. But Santa Cruz and Davis, the fight went in a way that I wasn't expecting it to go. Tank Davis showed a whole lot more patience than he's shown in the past. And because of that patience, man, he was basically able to let Santa Cruz just, continuously keep throwing all those punches. And then just to be honest with you, he threw a punch and left it open, and Tank reached back to Zamunda and let him have it, man. It was amazing.
Yeah, I saw the actual punch. He like kind of got inside him. He like kind of let his guard down for a second, and while he faded, I guess paired or whatever they call it in boxing, and he whopped him. Man, he went to sleep, bro. He went to
Night
as you
in
see,
mid.
chin right there, lock, and he leaned into it a little bit too. So there's an extra little bit of oomph.
His shoulders folded inward as he was falling. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I was sitting there and I was like, "Ooh, look at that!"
Yeah. I saw the replays when I went back and looked. I was like, "Man, he got him." He
Tank is a good fighter, man. He's a real good fighter. He's an up and coming star. I hate he real small in the 130s and 135s, but these guys in that weight really don't have nothing for him, and he's got to find some matches to continue to have that pay-per-view. But he's legit. I think Floyd really influenced him and helped him with his boxing game, man, because the defense that he was playing was classic Floyd, and Floyd Mayweather helped train him in this particular training camp. Mm-hmm. So I hope that he continues to grow, man. I hope he come back to Atlanta so I can go back to another one of his fights, which was spectacular. Another knockout.
I want to catch another one too. I saw him at we saw him at some Hawks games. I didn't realize how small he was because he is a midget of midgets. So congratulations to him. So you speaking on his game and his skill of boxing. I saw as I was going through, I do look at the headlines, things that we could talk about or bring up that's current in the sporting world. I ran into this little article here, Marcus. What do you think about this right here? I saw Floyd. He does these things over in, I want to say it's England. He does like these tours where he sits and talks to. Sorry about that. He sits and talks to I guess fans or something like that. I think that's what he's doing, and he They asked him, he said, does Wilder need to, he said, if he wants to win, he'll hire me. So go a little further into that. I saw Wilder, had said a release. He was like, and Wilder's like a man, a prideful fella from the crib. He was like, it's not from the heart. That's just him, just trying to take the spotlight, this, that, the other. If he really wanted to be my help me, he'll be in my face, he'll eye to eye, man to man, mano to mano. So he said, yeah, appreciate the offer, but the offer's not there. Do you think Deontay could use someone like Floyd to help him, maybe with defense?
He could use anybody, man. Deontay Wilder's weakness is his corner, man. They don't give him advice during the fight. JD's was you remember JD's from being on the news in Tuscaloosa, man. Mm-hmm. And he's a boxing trainer now. I mean, I'm just like, come on, bro. And this dude, he hadn't shown growth over his fights. He's been relying on that one-punch knockout. And any boxer that can box him, he's going to have problems. And you saw with Fury, he can get knocked out. Floyd has shown me with the Tank fight that he has a way to improve your boxing skills and not change who you are, because Tank is a knockout artist. But he showed in this fight that he really had the ability to be patient and be able to wait and get the guy. And Tank is like Deontay Wilder. They both have that knockout punch. So I think Floyd would help Deontay to be a little bit more patient and be able to set up to be able to throw that knockout punch. You can't go in there just looking to throw it. You got to set it up. And I think he could learn a lot from any trainer, to be honest, to do that, not just Floyd.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of ego in this one right here. It's gonna have to be some give, push and pull. But I think Deontay has to drop his a little bit more, because Floyd's gonna stand on 50-0 for sure.
Right.
He's gonna stand on 50. Right. Hold on, fella. I took a $100 million fight to a $300 million fight by not fighting Manny when they wanted me to fight Manny. So once again, I am a businessman.
Hey, my philosophy is you can't help anybody that don't want to be helped.
Right.
So
and he can't come out there and get knocked out, get outboxed like that again, because it's just gonna be he's a one-hit wonder, and got to go back to.
If he don't change his corner, I'm not. Well, I don't have any interest in watching it. This is gonna be a replay.
Yeah, definitely will. Keeping with pugilist type sports, this guy here, time to hang him up. I think said he wanted to fight again, but Dana said no, we're not doing this no more. You're not about to die in my ring, have a lawsuit.
It was bad, bro. It
Yeah.
was bad.
And Uriah Hall, I think he held back on him because for the respect factor, he ain't gonna blood him up and put him down. I guess it was like Ali fighting what's his name, Larry, what's his name, Holmes back in the day.
Larry Holmes, yeah.
Man, he was like taking it easy on him. Body shots.
It was real bad, man. When he got Silva down off of punches, by the way, he started pounding, man, and he looked slow. He didn't look the same. It's time to let it go, man. And these athletes, it's always across all sports. It's hard to know when to let go, but Father Time is undefeated.
Especially in that sport, man. That's sport you can die if you don't have no defense. You know what I mean? Like
Man, who you tell?
It's pretty terrible. So I think Silva, he didn't close the door on his career himself, but he opened up to go over to some of the other undercard type, non-UFC sponsored places, Bellator.
Right.
I guess they do it just for the ratings, but it's pretty dangerous, man. I think he should hang it up and go into the booth, man. You see, Daniel Cormier did his thing, so why you can't do yours? Like you get in there and maybe train, start doing some other stuff. So, good luck to him in the next future thing. But hey, we're gonna keep it moving. Moving on to another topic. We got the NBA. Shortest season. It's like sports heaven for everybody. NBA's about to come back in December. It's pretty good. But the players, they were kind of at a standstill on 82 games and when to start and when to not start, stuff like that. But I'm sure at the end of the day, money played out. What's your take on they finally going with the December 22nd instead of starting? They're probably going to sit their stars, I think, in that first month. But, you know how it goes.
As much as these guys, okay, you can look at it. So these guys are playing the regular season and then go play in the Olympics. Mm-hmm. So you can also think along those lines that some of these guys have the ability to go do it, but then the competition is not at the same level. I think it's a little too early. It's a lot of injuries out there, so it's going to be a lot of people not even starting the season. And to be honest with you, the guys that didn't go to the bubble probably have the advantage because they had the ability to practice while they were in the bubble. And now they're pretty much ready to go out and start playing. So it'll be interesting to see, but I do think it'll have an effect on who's the top dog and who's not in the NBA because it starts early. And I'm with you. I think the stars going to sit out. And really, unless a few of them going to play and the NBA can showcase them, and it's still football season. It's going to be hard to get those viewers when you got people sitting out.
Yeah, definitely. Because and they will do it. We already know the NBA will do some load management. I'm looking at it for the teams that did make it to the bubble, the lengthy bubble, the last, I guess, the Final Four. I think those guys are, at risk of maybe injuring themselves because this is an Olympic year, due to the fact that it got moved. So maybe some of the guys that traditionally go to the Olympics may say, nah, I'm not going to the Olympics. They probably pull out because that's a lot of basketball in a short amount of time. That'll be a straight.
The way we rolling worldwide with COVID-19, there won't be Olympics.
Think it is?
Yeah, I don't see an Olympics happening. It's going to be too many people from too many different places, and everybody is not really having the ability to control Corona. So you think it's wild here. It's a lot of places like in Europe and in Brazil, and
super
it's
wild.
Nuts.
Yeah,
super nuts.
Super wild. That's gonna be cool. It's something to do. Can you imagine having a basketball game and football on Christmas? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. That'd be nuts. Maybe New Year's Eve game type stuff, so that'll be real nice.
And college said because ESPN is showing all of the bowl games except two. So from like December the 10th or 12th all the way to January, there's a football game on every day.
It's beautiful, man. It's like we went to sports heaven. So you can find something to do, whether you off at work, turning patients' rooms to sporting events. Like I do. Excuse me, guys. It's not Corona. It's a wet cough. So, starting to transition into our things that we like to really talk about. Some football. We got the college football standings here. Got the normals at the top. Ohio State has cut the switch on, so they definitely have moved in and didn't have to play but one game to get where they are. Georgia's stinging still. Alabama's not playing this week. Wisconsin, Texas A&M doing pretty good since a one loss to Alabama. They're doing pretty well. What about Florida in that fight? Tell me about that.
Man, those Gators. It was a hit that one of the Missouri players put on the Florida quarterback, and the team ran out and started trying to protect him, and it just turned into a melee. Man, punches thrown, all types of stuff, and as they were going into the locker room, Dan Mullen, they want to proclaim because he was arguing with the ref, incited it, so he ended up getting fined, and a couple of guys got suspended. But it was a wild scene at that end of the first half between those two teams.
Yeah,
and I just think that these guys need to control their emotions right now, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, you don't want to get a label when you're trying to go to the next level. Oh, he's a hothead, but 49ers trying to score there. I was just looking at the game there. They're trying to move on down.
Okay.
Nick Mullins from Birmingham. Y'all know that. I just want to let y'all know he's from Birmingham. So only one game that I kind of even focused on this week from the top 10 is Clemson and Notre Dame. Trevor Lawrence not playing again, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so the young brother last week did a pretty good job against Boston College, but this won't be a Boston College team. Do you see a chance of Clemson getting upset just due to the fact they don't have their starting quarterback?
I don't know if I really believe in Notre Dame like that, and the reason being is because they've had they beat one team like 13-6 or something like that.
That was not Maryland, no, in Louisville.
Louisville, right?
Yeah,
and the struggle is real, and Clemson talent wise ahead above the rest anybody else in the ACC, including Notre Dame. And if they had Trevor Lawrence, it would be real ugly. But I just think after watching them play Boston College and basically walk them down is what they did. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Notre Dame got enough to really hang with Clemson, because I don't believe Notre Dame's defense is going to really be able to stop all Clemson likes to do, because ETN is still there. He's still a man, boy. He is something else.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna get his money on the next level. I guess he waited to let all the other studs come out.
Yeah, and that was a good move. I think he and Devontae Smith made the best moves.
Oh yeah,
money-wise in the draft.
Showcase their talents for sure. Man, this little kind of on the background too. This Oklahoma high school football. This Bigsby and Booker T. Washington, they shooting it out. It's so crazy to see high school football throw it like that, because when we was in, boy, you might have thrown that ball 12, 15 times. Max.
It's like true Oklahoma ball, huh?
Oh yeah, that no defense. Booker T. Washington's probably the brother team.
This guy score?
Who's that?
Is that Dwelly? Oh, my man.
Oh yeah, I got him too. Don't worry, I got two
of them, baby. Yes, sir. Two of them.
Ross, give me them, Ross. That's good. Staying home local. I was looking in the my Twitter feed, and this pops up. This guy right here. What do you think about that?
It actually supports my idea of what I thought the Falcons' problem was. Is that there were a lot of players on that team that thought that just because of what they were, i.e. where they got drafted, that they thought that they were better than what they were. And this is a true case of Falcons leadership, a.k.a. Thomas Dimitroff. You had a chance to get a second-round draft pick for this dude?
Yes.
Man, you didn't take that?
Come
on, man.
Wow.
Bad management.
Everybody is mad. I saw that. I was like, wait a minute. He said, I told him to trade me last year. Y'all could have got a second-round pick. Dang.
Bad management.
Bro.
It just supported my theory about Thomas Dimitroff, bro. This is just this is seems like to me, and now I'm saying this even more confidently. Tommy Dimitrov had a pride problem.
Yes.
He wanted to say that I brought in X players and I built this program. This is mine.
Jerry Krause syndrome.
Exactly. And look at your draft picks now. You got Tack McKinley talking all this crap, and you could have got rid of him because he's not all world. And then you also have Vic Beasley.
Oh, he got cut.
He's not even playing. He's not even in the league.
They said he about to cut. Yeah, I think they cut him. Yeah,
they did
this week. Yeah, this is terrible, man. Like we could have been on a rebuild already with some, better pieces. Like I just can't believe. And then they said they're gonna, get on him about his honesty. But hey, I'm glad he was honest to us because we was wondering what the hell was going on. This helps though. This helps. Right. So maybe the new incoming coach, Eric Bieniemy, if he comes there, we know how.
And it makes sense that they didn't do nothing with him right now, man, because you're gonna have a new GM coming in. It's not like doing this move was gonna make you any better. So why not just hold on to him, let him play, and then in the offseason, you never know who's gonna get hurt the rest of the season, and these guys gonna be looking for a player like him, but. I think if you get a good savage GM and he plays pretty well this season, might be able to get at least a third round for him.
Yeah, something, man. We need to dig deep into the draft and to the start going the extra step. One more plane flight to some little school in the middle of nowhere to see find that diamond in the rough. We up against that moment, Marcus. I think I got one other thing I wanted to mention. Guess who's back?
Oh,
guess who's back, everyone?
How much is he on DraftKings? I ain't seen him on there.
Man, he's a stash for this week. You don't know what you're gonna get, but I mean, you definitely wild carding it with him. I'll pull it up in a little bit.
Kev, I'm gonna tell. Here's my free tip to the world. Based on what I've seen, when these guys get their first week back and they supposed to be all world, there's a concerted effort to give them the ball.
Well, he's on the night game, so we can't play him in the regular slate. Right. So that's gonna be a nice night game.
He will be in my captain.
Do you believe him that he's reformed? Is the question.
I think it's the same dude, but I think that the situation that he's in financially is going to cause him to basically act right. You know how it is when money on the line. You do what you got to do to make it. I think that's where he is, man. Think about it. He hadn't been playing football for 2 years now. So, really, he really needs to get his career back on track because he's getting up there in age and you don't have much time left.
Yeah, he definitely don't have that. But I read that he was talking to Tim Robbins, about self-help, self-awareness, probably some anger management type. No, that wasn't him. That was what's his name, Kraft, that dropped that they didn't get that touchdown to. Love Kraft. Crack, whatever, Craycraft. I started him a couple of times too in the league this week. But yeah, I want him to get back on his feet, man. I mean, you can't be no knucklehead like that, bro. That's like young knucklehead the way he was behaving.
Yeah.
Like, man, you mess up your money, but you a grown man, been in the game, know how it go messing up your money versus like a 8, 19, 20-year-old that just got in the NFL and you know how it go. Right. You know how it goes.
They definitely don't go deep on the Saints. Best to believe that.
Oh my God, man! He got Tom
Marcus
Brady.
Williams,
Tom Brady ain't had this many toys at Michigan. Not at all. But we up against that wall, Marcus. We gonna go ahead and get ready to transition into them spots we like to do. But when we come back, we'll talk about your beer. So, Bright Idea Sports. So we're getting ready to talk about a beer that Marcus has come up with this week. Of course, keeping it local. Marcus has a beer. I'm putting it up there. Hazy, was it High and Hazy IPA?
High and Hazy, ice cold, kiss the sky. This is a hazy IPA from Terrapin out of Athens. 5.8 alcohol by volume. Very tasty beer. Very very good as far as you want something light. You know, I bought it to barbecue it by the grill. You know, something just to keep my throat moist and be able to enjoy myself. It's a real smooth taste. You can, the hops are just right, and it has that hazy appeal. So if this in your local Publix, Kroger, anywhere, but I highly suggest picking it up for a nice drinkable beer. It'd be good in the summertime when it's hot outside. You want a cold beer.
So what's the taste? Is it the traditional IPA taste?
It's IPA without the bite. The bite is cut off by a lot of the citrus that they put into it. What they call it, orange and nectar and guava, all types.
I noticed a lot of the IPAs. That's how they cut the bitterness of
it.
Usually
that's right.
with the high kind of sugar content fruit.
Yeah.
So
and it does a good job. It
sometimes you can smell it. Sometimes you can smell it and that's kind of like what draws me to it. Like I don't know the last time I had a Budweiser or I'm sure I was at home in Tuscaloosa or something, you know what I'm saying, at a family reunion. But
you go try to drink a Corona or Heineken. You drink it so fast, you be like, wow.
I'm telling you, you knock it down, bro. It's water. Like definitely when I was out, in the yard doing stuff this summer, man, I get a Corona. I'm like, man, this thing gone already. Like, good Lord. IPA tell you better slow down. I'm gonna get you.
Slow it down.
I'm gonna get you. I got no guest host in here tonight, but moving right along. That's so you guys go check that out. Terrapin beer and at the Terrapin company is pretty known in the area. That they're probably one of the more well known breweries. So you guys pick it up. Terrapin, invite us up to the place so we can come drink and do a show in front of the people up there. So Terrapin beer there. So you know what time it is, Marcus? It's time to move into the NFL. I don't have the NFL little transition slide I like to do, so we going right into the party. This game's currently on right now. We rocking and rolling. You know it.
I went Green Bay because San Francisco had a whole bunch of COVID-19 cases. Man,
it's like automatic, right? It's like automatic.
Yeah,
automatic. That's definitely a Green Bay. Aaron Jones is back, as y'all see tonight. He's doing his thing. I guess he didn't like the fact that what's his name got 4 tuds on him.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a part of that party. But hey, I think we pretty on that one. Home team. Oop, not my home team, but Marcus' home team. I like this game. Which Bills team will it be though? Are they going to try to keep up? Or are they going to try to establish the run?
Well, Seattle's a cocky defense. And what's been wrong with the Buffalo Bills is that everybody's been sitting back playing zone. And Josh Allen hadn't got in his mind that he can't go deep, that he can throw underneath and work the ball down the field. I think Seattle's playing a little cocky, and I think they're going to give Josh Allen a chance to go deep. But I don't think Buffalo got enough to keep up with Seattle. I think I'm just putting it out there, a Tyler Lockett weekend.
Yes.
Market, put it on the books.
It's going to be back and forth. They're going to okay, well, who we going to check? Who we not going to check? Because that's the beast, right. The man beast, the 4-1, I don't know what speed that was. That boy was running, bro. I'm going with Seattle on the road. In the elements, I don't know if it's going to be – I know it's going to be cold, but I don't know if it's going to be any type of snow or precipitation. There he does his thing, Mark. MVS, always dropping a pass. Sticking with the home team. I think this is going to be a tough game for the Falcons. I watched the Broncos. They may not have the greatest offense, but Chubb and Trevathan. Is it not Trevathan? Trevathan played with Chicago, right?
Yeah.
But that linebacking core, bro, that deep, man, they get after it. And I think Matt Ryan's going to be under assault. If they beat them, I think it's just because Locke didn't do anything. But I think it's a Jerry Jeudy week this week. I think.
Man, you thinking just like I'm thinking, man.
I think it's a Jerry Jeudy week. They had a really big win come from – that's confidence builder right there with a brand new quarterback, fairly new quarterback.
I'm going to tell you somebody else that's going to have a great week, great day in this game. Melvin Gordon.
Oh, yeah. But the Falcons can stop the run pretty good. They just can't stop the pass. They probably throw him out the back.
No. They stop the run in short yardage. But they do give up chunks.
Yeah.
And Melvin Gordon is one of them running backs that'll get a bunch of them chunks.
Oh yeah.
So that's the other one. But I think Julio gonna have a great day again too, though.
Yeah, no, that's a game that you got to target, but I hadn't figured out how we gonna target it yet. You know, that's the process I'm in.
I did a Matt Ryan, Julio, Judy.
I don't never do Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan never gets a captain spot. Not for the million. He don't.
No, not for single, for
Oh, you
turn.
mean single entry? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That is definitely a good one. But yeah, so I'm going against the Falcons. But my thing I was thinking today. So San Francisco's got their whole team out. If the Falcons keep winning, they some kind of way beat Tampa Bay and Saints twice. They playoff bound.
Right.
I mean, because the other spot in the – I mean, I just think it can – I mean, and I'm sure that's what they're thinking now. They're not going to try to get no draft picks. They're going to try to – can we make it? Can we make it? And get in there. I don't think it's going to be possible to beat Tom twice, especially not Drew Brees and them. He knows in and out. Man, look at McKinnon running. I didn't start him nowhere.
Oh, I like him.
I try to get cute and get use check. So I'm gonna stick with my pick. I'm gonna say the Falcons get upset by the Broncos.
I don't know if Denver has enough, man.
They played a
That's my only
defense
problem.
last week and they beat them.
Yeah,
And our defense ain't nowhere good as that defense is.
that's true.
So
Hell with it.
I'm sticking with. I'm gonna go against them because when I go with them, they always freaking lose.
That's
so
right.
I'm going against them.
I saw Julio make up for it.
Similar setup, i.e., good defense, but not the defense that Pittsburgh was. Lamar Jackson runs all over the place in this one.
I agree.
I mean, on paper, Colts are like the second or third defense in the league, I think. Yeah, but they're not Pittsburgh.
They are.
Bosa was after that tail last week. He was on him.
The only problem, man, is that Baltimore defense is going to kill a stationary Phillip Rivers. So
Oh my goodness,
it's going to be ugly.
Coming for
Yeah.
him. Coming for him. Seems like the champs don't ever have to leave the home teams, the hometown, so they just stay in Kansas City. It's gonna be a Christian CMC McCaffrey return game. Are they going to
Oh,
use
he's
him?
coming back?
Yeah, they say he might play.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
All
might
for
be.
nothing.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing with that. That's hot, blazing amazing right there, baby.
No, and they definitely.
They do it all kind of ways.
Yeah. If you wanted to get if you wanted to get a DFS piece from this one, I think Nicole Hartman. If you watched him last week, they throw it to him. They like his speed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it'll be Robinson some weeks, but I think this week it'll be him.
It's back and forth.
Yeah, definitely.
Who had it last week? Was it Robinson?
No,
Hartman?
Hartman. He had a touchdown and some yardage.
It's going to Robinson this week.
And I tell you what,
I
Kyle
truly think
Shanahan.
they be playing games, Kev. I think they be saying who gonna catch it this? Who gonna get it this week?
Oh, that's
My
what I mean.
turn.
Remember they interviewed Devontae Smith. I guess they were interviewing somebody that covers Alabama. I can't think of the name right now. He's not in the booth. He's more like on the on field, or he goes to the Todd McShay. Maybe does that sound about right?
Mm-hmm.
He said that the Alabama players challenge each other. He said, "Well, if you don't want it, I'm gonna go get it then." The wide receivers. He said they all do that. Like they say they cheer you on, but when you don't step up to the task, well, I go get this money. You know, so hey, maybe that's what's going on out there because he'll get it to him. He will get it to him.
He will.
The gummy bears, Marcus, the gummy bears. What they doing? Getting bashed in on this, I think.
Man, I don't know. I really see Chicago coming through with a victory on this, and here's why I say that. Tennessee defense is real suspect, man, and I think Chicago defense is pretty strong, and I think that they can harass Tannehill, sort of like how Pittsburgh did them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that the Bears have a better scheme defensively on the back end as far as the DBs. That Tannehill, I don't know if he's going to be able to really overcome it. So I think the Bears are the more desperate team for a victory. So I'm going against contrary, and I got to go with Chicago on this one.
They don't got enough offense for me. I mean, it's starting to get poor. I mean, Nick Foles is looking more and more like a backup again. Like you said, A.J. Brown had a horrible game last week. He gonna tie him up this way. There it is, the pick.
Oh, they already got him.
That's why you put the defense in the captain, just to be sneaky, Mark. Just throw the defense in the captain sometime. You know, I do that every week. That's my new rule. One time somewhere, put the defense in the captain. Saw a dude 2 weeks ago. He run with both defenses. One in the captain, one in two, and both kickers, and one player, one it all.
No.
Yeah. Well, one kicker, and another player that was probably like high on. But yeah, I was like, what, man? There's like, he was like, yeah, I had this problem. Man, shut up. You ain't had no process.
You said that.
Oh, I knew it was going to be a defensive battle.
Most contrarian thing you could do.
No. I'm going to go with Tennessee at home. Need to get a win to keep pace with, getting a high seed in the AFC, which they can do, get a bye, right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
So, Buffalo's starting to waver, but Kansas City we know will have a bye, but I think they win this one good. Win this one straight up. Next game. Matt, there's a question mark with Stafford. He has to have, 3 negatives before the game or 5 negatives?
It's 5. 3. It's 5? Oh.
Yeah, it's 5. You got to have 5 negatives up until Saturday, like when you go into the protocol. So he had a close contact, so he didn't necessarily test positive. He just was around somebody that was all the way positive, I think. If he doesn't play, this is a Minnesota game all day. But if he does play, it's still a Minnesota game all the way.
Minnesota. That's all I got to say. All the way.
They got a team in one person. He can do it all, bro.
Man,
he can do it all.
Beast.
I heard him do it. Hold on a second. Excuse me, I'm dying over here. I heard him say in an interview, he's like, with my skill set.
Yeah. But don't sleep. It's gonna be a Jordan. I think it's time for Jordan Jefferson to have another big day, man.
I'm quiet, bro. I haven't put him in so many lineups, man. Thinking he was going to be the contrarian play.
He priced real good.
What they got him at? Under 4?
61.
61. That's good because he was like 68 or 69 a couple weeks ago. At the highest peak, I think he was 73, 71. But hey, next game. Excuse me. I think this is gonna be the same turnout the last time. Houston wins. I don't know which wide receiver goes off. I missed the Cooks train when he came through. He was in a millionaire maker lineup. Yes, he was, and I went with Will Fuller on every lineup, thinking like, yeah, it's a Will Fuller game, but watch it be a Will Fuller game, and I'm all in on Brandon Cooks.
It's a Cooks game this week, Kev.
Again,
with that.
You going off history, recency bias?
Will Fuller was in a trade discussion earlier this week. His feelings might be hurt. He might not want to play hard. I'm going with Brandon Cooks.
Oh, that's good. Brandon Cooks and Mr. Fales. Fales will get a touchdown. That's my.
Atkins is back this week, by the way.
That's good. Oh, man. He'll throw it to him.
Yeah.
How about this? There will be a Houston tight end. Need to call out to your cousin in Vegas if they got a prop bet for that.
A Houston tight end, what?
First touchdown for the Houston Titans by a tight end.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's what I'm going with. Terrible loss for how much longer do you get this coach, Mr. Anthony?
I think they got so much hope with Herbert, man, that I think he'll continue to be the coach.
So he's really like the Alabama basketball coach.
Well, yeah, the thing is, they're not really that great of a team, but he has them believing they playing a whole lot better than what they should.
Oh, meaning that after the makeover.
Yeah,
Phillip Rivers out of town. Yeah. They are overachieving in that aspect.
Yeah, so
Herbert's a bright spot.
I like them. I think they're gonna do the same thing. Probably get a few points, and then the Raiders gonna go on and do them in.
Yeah, because John Gruden, he's ready.
Yeah.
Going down the line, here's the next one. Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. Tua showed me nothing because his defense did so much so early, so fast.
But Tua still has to get used to the speed of the game. Fitzmagic was one of the fastest guys getting it out of his hands. I think it was like 2 point something seconds. And Tua hadn't really don't really understand that yet. I just don't think that the Dolphins offense is going to be able to give them enough, especially against this team, because this is a D-Hop weekend, sure.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, when everything breaks down, they still got that mobile quarterback. That's what I always say. So even if Miami plays great defense, which they're capable of doing, as we've seen, I think that he just the X factor. He can't be grabbed. He's just a little scat back, back there playing football. So definitely somebody to keep up with. So me same way. Cardinals.
Arizona.
Man, good Lord. I'm just got this burpees ahead. Good showing this week. Very good showing. Oops, sorry about that, y'all. Good showing this week from this team. The Giants against they played way better than I thought they would. They just got Daniel Jones as the quarterback. That's the problem.
Right.
The game plan was Jason Garrett had the best game plan. Fast defense, get it to our fastest players quick.
Right.
Work. And I think, the Giants are figuring out their players. Because they got a lot of no names we don't know about. Slayton, came on last year, and Ingram never really lived up to potential. But did make some good plays in that game. But in this one right here, I'm thinking that Washington's going to win this one, though. I think they coaching Rivera's got those guys slightly believing. They got a pretty good defensive line where they don't have to blitz. Daniel Jones, sit back in zone, pick him off. I'll give it to Washington.
I went the other way. The Giants in this one. The Giants defense showed me against Tom Brady that they can frustrate you. I think that Washington has a problem with sustaining drives. So I think this Giants defense is going to help Daniel Jones in this particular instance. And I think he's just going to make enough plays to get a victory in this particular case. The NFC East is just horrible. So this could really actually go either way. But just for the sake of argument, I think the Giants.
It's terrible, man. It's a terrible conference. With the Falcons, and I said it every week, though.
Just think the Falcons would be in first place right now if we was in the NFC.
Oh, God, who you telling? Well, second. Because they only got 2 wins. This is going to be a bloodbath right here. They're going to tackle. Jerry going to put on a uniform for this.
This defense, if it's not the highs on this week, I don't know what's wrong with people.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get some interceptions. Who the Cowboys starting at quarterback?
Not DiNucci.
Nah, some other guy. I was
rookie.
Like,
Poole or something like that. Poole, I think.
Yeah, that ain't going to work.
Brandon, I can't remember what it was. But either way, it doesn't equate to nothing.
Cowboys should tank and give them a good first-round pick and help their defense out, man. Get somebody.
Man, because Mike Nolan is not the answer. His dad might have been good, but he's not good. This is an easy pick. Pittsburgh. It's the Rams on bye this week. Thursday, Friday, Sunday night. It's going to be a real big one. This is the game of the week for sure. Sure. Oh, my God. This kid just made a catch. Oh, and did he score? Oh, man, one-handed grab. Oh, man, you're missing a great game. Oklahoma City football out there. Revenge game for Tom. I think the lights was too bright, or the intensity for an in-conference rival. Tom did not have the appropriate energy level. He thought it was just going to be how he been doing it for 15 years up in the NFC. And he got to realize Sean Payton's a good coach, so he knows his he studied his tenure. Payton was a quarterback. But I think this time around Tom will take it serious, and I think that Tampa Bay wins this one. What you got?
I agree. I think Tampa's going to win this one, man. All those weapons and those holes in the Saints secondary is going to be exposed. Only way Saints have a chance is if they get pressure on Tom Brady. And it seems like now all of a sudden Tampa Bay line can block. I don't know what happened. But, Tom Brady wants to win this game to redeem himself. That's what he thrives off of. So I think it's going to be a good game, but I think Tampa will win.
Yeah, because Marcus Williams still at safety.
Yeah, he is.
Still at safety.
that slot gonna be hot. That's why I think AB gonna line up. Him and Chris Godwin. I think gonna be in that slot, and it's gonna be hot, boy.
Tom Brady, man, he got them weapons. Got them weapons. Do we even have to talk about Monday night game? Is it even necessary? Like, why do they even? We need to make Taco Tuesday on Monday next week.
You ain't lying.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
Man.
How can we even do that? How can we do that?
Yeah.
If you had to pick anybody, I mean, I guess we got to go with. I mean, Cam need a win. It's the win to get it. Because the Jets are bad. They're bad. They're the baddest of the bad.
They terrible. But I do like that kid Mims though. That wide receiver.
He went to Bama, didn't he?
Baylor.
The other one that played for Washington, the Washington football is from Alabama.
Sims, yeah.
Cam Sims, that's right.
Not Mims. Sims.
Yeah. So that does it for those options. So we did a couple weeks ago this thing called Funniest Things I Saw on TV, or this week or whatever. So I saw some funny stuff online. So I follow this guy's name's Tony Baker on Instagram and Twitter, and I guess all of the social media things. So he does these little voiceovers. So I got a couple of voiceovers that I want to show y'all so y'all can get y'all giggle on. Here's one.
Come on, let's go outside like we used to, Rude. Come on somewhere, Cordell, man. It's dirty outside. The fleas are attracted to me, bro. Go on. Come on, Rudy. See, let me go in here in my little room, man, because you ain't got to bathe yourself. I do. You know what I'm saying? Forget all that, Rudy. Let's just be filthy and flea it up. Wait. Rudy. Sorry, bro. I had to. Oh, damn, Rudy. You been working with the fans this whole time? You got your boy incarcerated out here, Rudy? Come on, let's go outside.
Oh, that's the one. Watch this one. Watch this. This is another one. Hey, look at this one.
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, mama. I better not
Can
catch
you imagine riding on a motorcycle and a tiger come out on you like that?
No.
Man, I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Is this what? What
That
do
thing
this?
couldn't go fast enough, boy. I probably
And you know, and you know it's somewhere like in India where they got like a scooter. It ain't even no real motorcycle. You can't even get no speed on it. Like that was terrible. Here's another one.
Ride your bike and you'll stand up on it and make it go fast.
Oh yeah, something like that. Here go another funny one.
See, I'm the only true silverback gorilla up in this park, man. Y'all just some soft brown gorillas, man. Look at your soft arms, man. You see these brolic arms, man? Back up off me, man. Back You know what it is. You see, I'm the only gorilla with an emotion. See, I'm the only gorilla up in there that look like he can play in the NFL on any given team on any given Sunday. Me. You see, I'm the only one that can play with this robe and look brolic while doing it. Get your soft body the hell up out of here, man. I said what I said. You heard me? Back up. See, I'm the one that can strengthen his teeth while simultaneously bathing with his own homemade organic botanical soaps. And then I go lay out in the sun dramatically for the organic dry off. Me. You see, I'm the one that told your ass to stay off these ropes. Oh, you more formidable than I thought. See, I'm the one that's gonna be the bigger man and retreat, and I'm gonna just stand here and reflect and plot my revenge. Me. See, I'm the only songwriting silverback. Look at who you came to see. I wrote that song. Tony Baker ain't write nothing. He know what it is. You see, my name is Gerald, and I'm the one y'all sitting here looking at. See,
Here go another one. It's like this
What
lady.
lead? Did you get your boy that product, man? Come on, Emily. Don't come up short this time. Last time you came up short, you didn't give me. See, you got all this extra stuff. I don't need all the extras, man. You last time. You got it, girl. Yeah, I've never doubted you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta make sure you gotta get up in there right. You know what I'm saying? They make it a little tricky for you, boy. You gotta get up in
Like
there,
your monkey
take that
bar,
little
'cause it
label
put the
off,
work.
and then dip it back in. Then you gotta go to the mouth once again. You know what I'm saying? And then boom. Make sure the cap is right, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that's on real tight. You got to double up. You know what I'm saying? And then let me show you what I'm talking. Boom! Right here. This was me. When I worked at Giordano's on the south side, this was me 8 hours a day, baby. I was making the best crust this side of the Mississippi. yo, Emily, man, this was me all day, girl. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Come on, this is
Man, I don't be having nothing to do, bro. I be watching them do them voiceovers. It is the best, bro. The boy said he was. Who he threw that touchdown to? Lewis. Oh my God, Mercedes.
Some
Lewis.
no name.
Ain't that Mercedes Lewis, the tight end?
Nah. Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Oh my God, come on, man. Either way, that's it for the show this week. I think that's all I got. Y'all be safe out here. Y'all know it's a little loony binish right now.
Yeah, please be safe.
Be safe. Look around, make your surroundings. Don't engage no dummies in any type of stuff. Just keep moving. Keep moving. What you got, Marcus?
Hey man, we're just gonna cool out this weekend. Try to stay safe, man. Stay up on this COVID, and just keep on rolling, man. Watch this football and see what happens.
That's good, man. That's all I can do
That's
too, man.
next week, man. We're gonna check it. We're gonna talk about that.
What's that? What'd you say?
The Masters.
Oh
next
yeah, we
week.
definitely can't go to it, so we can definitely talk about it. I got a little team a little tournament these guys put together. You can get in on it, $100. You can win it all. So you guys, that's it, man. I'm sorry I've been burpy, coughy, sniffly. I got a little cold. I think it's not COVID. I don't think it's COVID. So you guys have a good one. It's a bright idea. Peace.